Last episode, a new threat on the network appeared in the form of a horde of Kurumon. Also, after defeating Devimon, Yamato, Taichi and Takeru fell off the cloud continent, which just so happened to be floating in the clouds, down to the ocean below, along with Leomon and his buddies, and Aldoradimon, the giant turtle Digimon. Or tortoise Digimon? He's got legs, so he's a tortoise, right? Anyway, allow me to just point out that the soundtrack to this series, to Adventure 2020, is amazing. Some of the music somehow sounds nostalgic, even though it's new to the series. They've done a damn good job. And even though I missed the intro from the original series, which was fantastic, and the old Digivolution tune, which is also good, I also really like the new stuff. Shall we do a quick comparison? Here is the old intro. Here is the new intro. Interestingly, there isn't actually a new Digivolution tune, they just play whatever music they think suits the scene at the time, which kinda works, but I do miss the old Digivolution guitar riff. Okay, let's get to the episode. They are attacked by a Seadramon who digivolves into a Waru Seadramon by eating another Digimon. Everyone is just digivolving nowadays, aren't they? Dark Knightmon isn't even there with his crystal. I guess Digimon can digivolve by eating other Digimon now. Meanwhile, the other half of the gang come up with a plan to save all the ships that are still compromised. I'm of two minds about this subplot. It's not great, but at the same time it is interesting having two storylines going on at the same time, having the Digidestined fight on two fronts, one protecting the digital world, and one protecting the human world. Meanwhile, the gang fight Waru Seadramon. Who the hell is Waru Seadramon? I thought it was Mega Seadramon when I first saw him, probably because they look exactly the same. Here is a picture of each. How are they not the same Digimon? But then, Mega Seadramon turns up as well. Also, the name Mega Seadramon is confusing for us English fans, because Mega Seadramon is an ultimate, not a Mega. But Seadramon does have a Mega form who is called Metal Seadramon, which doesn't sound as strong and as impressive as the name Mega Seadramon. The thing is, in the original Japanese version, the Mega forms aren't called Megas, they would be called Ultimate. So really, it's the original studio that first translated Digimon for the Western audience that's at fault. They called Ultimates Megas. And that is no surprise. If you look at some of the early Digimon dubbed episodes, it sometimes looks like they were making it up as they went along.
You will work for me. I'll never do that. Neither will I. You must obey my every command. Sir, you don't need that Joker. I can handle whatever you want done without anyone's assistance.
Anyway, the fight against the two Ultimates continues, and by Ultimate I mean the English Ultimate, not the Japanese Ultimate, which is our Mega. And if me saying that confuses you, then that is a fair reaction. Just pretend I didn't say anything about Megas and Ultimates. Koshiro, Izzy, this guy. He actually manages to save all the boats. Well done, buddy. But all the Suramon start moving. Where are they going? Then Hikari, who is with them, she starts glowing and then she disappears. And she takes the other Digidestined with her. Holy shit. Greymon fights the two Seadramons underwater, even though he's only a champion, and he actually does a pretty damn good job. But then, two normal Seadramon turn up, and it turns out 4 Digimon are too much for Greymon to handle alone. But no worries, suddenly Zudamon appears. The other Digidestined have come to the digital world. The gang have reunited, which is actually a pretty cool moment. I didn't like it when they split them up arbitrarily, but I guess it was for this moment, so it kind of paid off in the long run. Mega Capiteramon or Ultra Capiteramon, Lilymon and Garudamon join the fight, and Hikari is there too, and the good guys win. And then, to see the episode off, we see a spooky dark cloud in the distance. I guess that's where the bad guys are. So, that was a pretty good episode. But, what does the next episode preview say? Ooh, it looks like Patamon is going to go all glowy at some point. Will Angemon return? That'd be pretty great. So, this episode, review and stuff. Good episode, no Megas, no Dark Knightmon, but it did have some cool moments. Seeing Taichi and Greymon fighting on par with two Ultimates was interesting to say the least, and it was kinda good. And then having everybody else turn up in the digital world was a really nice moment, having them all reunite, and Hikari has joined the gang, which is fantastic. I'm tempted to give it an A, but does it really justify an A? It wasn't as cool as Doni Devimon and Neo Devimon, and it wasn't as good as the old Argamon episodes. I mean, nothing amazing happened, but it was a really good, well put together episode. So, it's going to get a B grade. It was really good. It wasn't really missing much, but at the same time, it wasn't amazing. It was just really, really good, which is still good. So, with that said, until next time, ladies and gentlemen, let's hope Angemon shows up.